especially on they do pretty good at blocking as well.
For me, I feel like
But Algie, what about these sprained ankles? It's kind of a freaky thing, or is it a technical thing, or just bad luck?
I don't know. I guess it's just bad luck. We've had quite a few since the start of the season, so we're just trying to stay healthy as far as keeping everyone.
Do you guys talk about it amongst yourselves, why that's happening?
We do. We kind of joke around.
What do you speculate about?
We just kind of joke around saying that we have just an ankle crew, just in the training room all the time, and so it's pretty funny.
You had one yourself, didn't you?
I did in the Texas game, so I sat out for 3 weeks.
What caused that? Was it the surface, the cleats, or just
I just think the way the defender tackled me, he kind of rolled right up on top of it. So, but I feel pretty good as far as my ankle goes.
What about your head? You seem to knock guys out with your head. How are you feeling physically there?
My head, there's a few scars, but it's healed up. It's gotten a lot better.
You're a physical runner. Talk about your style of play.
Yeah, I like to be physical and make sure no one tackle me on the first touch, first contact, and so we try and emphasize getting 5 yards each play, and so I guess I kind of keep that in my mind as I'm running.
The first thing you mentioned was ball security. How much does, you got to move on, obviously you're a football player, you know that, but how much does it weigh on you when, the ball comes free like that, or kind of how do you deal with that?
Right now, it's just the matter of kind of not focusing on it, but not focusing on the fact that I fumbled the play before, but it does weigh on me quite a bit. It's kind of affects the whole team as far as field position and possession of the ball. So that's pretty important to me.
Is it something you focus just on as far as technique-wise? I mean, because it's an interesting balance, like you said. You don't want to focus on it and just be thinking about it, but at the same point, you want to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
how do you kind of find that balance?
I think it's just working on it everyday technique. Make sure it's high and tight. Emphasize it during practice. That way in the game, it's more natural to me.
Your 2 losses in a row, is this a good chance to kind of rebound? You guys looking forward to kind of getting out on there and kind of getting some redemption?
Oh, definitely. So I think we took a big step going into the Florida game. We have lots of things we can work on, but overall, I feel like the Central Florida game, it was a good turnout for us.
Kind of a stepping stone, so to speak. Talk about going into this game. What have you seen against Nevada? What do they bring defensively?
We kind of expect the same thing Central Florida brought. Kind of a more physical. They're fast on defense, and so we're preparing for that.
Coach and I said after the UCF game that he simplified things for Christian, make sure tried to do what Christian does well. How did that affect the offense as far as what you guys were doing on the field, and just kind of that perspective that that you mentioned?
Obviously, it's we kind of had to switch it, change things around because Taysom was had a different style of play, and so I feel like the first couple we started off kind of slow, the first couple minutes of the game, but I think we just kind of warmed up to it, and Christian stepped up pretty well.
You talk